Hi, welcome back. This is the remediation for 11.1, which are our counting techniques, and it includes fundamental counting principle, but also permutations and combinations. So, one of the topics that you have to be really well versed in is whether you have to use a permutation or a combination on your calculator. So, a couple of things to remind ourselves about would be that order matters in permutations, and it doesn't so much matter in combinations. So, what I like to think about are key words in the problem. So if they use words like arrange, order, that would be a dead giveaway, right? Line up. If there's some sort of scheduling happening, that's usually a permutation. But if you're just gonna, and I'm gonna put this one in quotations because it's a little, I say choose is usually a combination, but there's always the exception, right? Choose, or you're gonna make a group. I just thought of another permutation one real quick. Assign, that was another big one. But for combinations, if you're just going to group people together or choose from a couple of things, and it doesn't really matter what order you do it in, you have a combination. So this first question here, you're going to arrange, that's a key word for a permutation. All right, so on our calculator, we're going to arrange all 8 Beanie Babies. So one way you could type this on your calculator is doing the 8 permutations of 8. So just to remind everybody where we get that on our calculator is, first my calculator has to open up, and we're going to go to the math menu and over to probability. But my calculator's a little slow today, so hold on. There we go, let's quit that. All right, so math. And then you can kind of back up to go to the probability submenu. And then right here, this NPR. And on the newer calculators, you can toggle between the boxes here, but you put your total amount here and then how many you're actually arranging in the other box. So this one is 8 permutations of 8. You're arranging all 8 of them, and the answer is 4,320. So permutations end up with really large numbers because every time you rearrange it, 40,320 was it? Every time you arrange it, you have a different answer. So that's why there's so many of them. So this next one, this is a fundamental counting principle. And every time you make a decision, you have to figure out how many choices you have. My handwriting. Oh. So in this one, we're ordering a car, and we're going to choose from various body styles, we're going to choose various paint colors, and we're going to choose our engine options. That was supposed to be a different color. There we go. So our first decision is body styles, and you have 6 different options. And then our next decision, you have 9 different paint colors. And then our final decision is you have 3 different options for engines. And the way you work fundamental counting principle is you just multiply them all together. So I don't have my answer key with me. You guys have one though, right? Let's see, 6 times 9 times 3 is 162. So there's 162 different manufacturing setups I can do for this car. All right. There's some questions coming up here that, let's see, an Earth Club has, that's counting principle again. I'm not going to do that one for you. Let's look at number 6. So a debate team has 17 members, so that's the total number of members. How many different ways can 11 members be chosen to go to a competition? So that word choose, chosen, that tells me that this is a combination. It doesn't matter how you get selected, as long as you're selected, you get to go. So on your calculator, you're going to type the 17 in the first box, and then you're going to find combinations of 11. We want 11. So back to my calculator, I go back to that probability menu, and some of you got really crafty and you just started editing an old one that you did when you had a whole bunch of them, and I thought that was really smart. I forgot the numbers. Was it 17 and 11? So out of my 17 members, we're going to choose 11 of them to go. And 12,376 is our answer. All right. So that should give you a quick refresher. What it was, 376. A quick refresher on the difference between combinations, permutations, and also fundamental counting principle. If you practice this a little bit more, I think everyone can get a 5 on this one. It's a nice section. All right, good luck.